In this video, we're going to talk about how to factor trinomials in the form of ax squared plus bx plus c, a not equal to 1. So these will be like those from 13.3, numbers 7, 11, 13, 15, and 35, and also 41. So let's go ahead and get started here. Start with 5x squared plus 34x plus 24. Notice in this example that the 5 is not a GCF like it was in the last video. So we're going to have to think of factors of 5, which are 5 and 1. Both factors have the same sign. They're both positive. Factors of 24, they're going to help me get to 34. So if I put, let's list the factors of 24 over here. 2 and 12, 3 and 8, 4 and 6. So which of those goes where to give me 34? 24 and 1 gets me really close to 34, but that's not right. 12 and 2 is 22. It's not right, and I can keep guessing and checking here, but the closest I can get to, actually the way that I get 34 is 6 times 5 is 30 plus 4 is 34. So that's what we call the guess and check method. And it could take you a while to go through your list and put things in the right places, especially if you have multiple ways to factor the first term and multiple ways to factor the last term. Getting the right combination with the right signs could be a pain. So there's another technique here that works. And what we're going to do is we're going to multiply the 5 times the 24, and we're going to get 120. And then we're going to think of the factor pairs of 120. So 1 and 120, 2 and 60, 3 and 40, 4 and 30, 5 and 24, 6 and 20, 8 and 15, 10 and 12, and that's it. So which of those add to give me 34? It would be 4 and 30. I'm going to split the 34 into a 4 and a 30. And now I'm going to factor by grouping. And you see that I got the same answer, but there was no guessing and checking involved. So when it's feasible for me to do that, I'm going to go ahead and use that method, because the table is going to tell me exactly what the right factor pair is. 3x squared minus 5x minus 2. So 3 times -2 is -6. And I want the bigger factor to be negative. So I'm going to choose this pair right here. Greatest common factor is x. Greatest common factor here is -2. Whenever I have a negative for my third term in my factor by grouping, I want to pull out a negative so that these signs will match here. -2, like that. 3x plus 1 times x minus 2. 21r squared plus 10r minus 16. This is going to give me a big number, but that's okay. 21 times 16, 126, 21, 336. 1 and 336, 2 and 168, 3 and 112, 4 and 84, 6 and 56, 7 and 28, 7 and 24, 7 into 336 is 4 times, this is 40 something, 28, 7 goes into 56, 8 times, 7 and 48. Yes. 8 and 42, 9 and, nope, 9 doesn't go into it, 10 doesn't go into it, 11 doesn't go into it, 12 and 28, no 13s, 14 and 24, no 15s, 16 and 21. I think there's any 17s, no 18s. All right, I think that's it. So which of those have a difference of 10? We want the smaller factor here to be negative. This pair right here. There we go. That gives me a difference of, or those add to give me 10. So 21r squared minus 14r plus 24r minus 16. So 7r, 3r minus 2 plus 8, 3r minus 2, 3r minus 2 times 7r plus 8. I think you can see how helpful the chart can be, because we would have been here guessing and checking quite a while with that one to get that exact configuration. All right, let's go ahead and let's look at our next one here. 12x squared plus 85x plus 7. This one I'm not going to do the chart because it's fairly obvious to me that since 85 is so big, it has to come from 12 and 7 is 84. And one more is 85. So 7 times 12 is 84, which is really close to this 85, and it's one more. So sometimes the chart is a little unnecessary. All right, let's use the chart with this one to verify what I think is going on. I think this one is prime. 2 times 14 is 28. Factors of 28 are 1 and 28, 2 and 14, 4 and 7. That's it. Do any of those pairs add together to give me 17? They do not. So I get 29, then I skip to 16, 17 is nowhere to be found in between, so this one is prime. Then I have one last example here. 25b squared minus 145b minus 210. This is my only example like this, so I just decided to do it with this video. This one has a numerical GCF of 5. 5b squared minus 29b minus 42. And let's go ahead and try and factor that one now. So 5 times negative 42 is going to be negative 210. And find factor pairs of negative 210. 1 and negative 210. 2 and negative 105. 3 and negative 70. 5 and negative 42. 6 and negative 35. 7 and negative 30. 8, no. 9, no. 10 and negative 21. I'm going to stop there because I already see my answer here. As soon as I see my answer, I can stop. But it's 6 and negative 35. So 5 times 5b squared plus 6b minus 35b minus 42. Five times b 5b plus 6 negative 7 5b plus 6 5 times 5b plus 6 times b minus 7. All right, that is it for this video. And next time we will come back and start factoring some special binomials using our difference of two squares formula. All right, I'll see you for the next video.